Pull up a chair, preferably one that does not attempt to sit on me. I'm Comannder Prickleton, strategist, observer, Cactus. Some things move quickly in the wasteland, some things grow slowly. Wisdom tends to be the slower one. Long before the new zealots marched in snow, Wasteland had its own children, gentler ones. They followed Mother Isolde, a woman who understood radiation the way a cactus understands sunlight, not as punishment, not as weapon, but as nourishment. They built quiet shrines in warm, glowing valleys, sang soft hymns to the splitting atom, and shared raspberries with travelers. Even a cactus appreciates hospitality. But faith, like weeds, can grow in unexpected shapes. Now new robes cross the plains, marching militant, voices loud with prophecy. They speak of division day, of a last sun, of holy winters that cleanse the weak. The snow listens. So do I. Cactus hear much. Roots go deep. Storms move fast across Wyoming. Adam is not the only whisper in the wind. There are many gardeners in this strange desert. The Mothman watchers who read prophecy in wings and shadows. The Bloom cult, following drones that scatter strange seeds. The fractured light who believe growth comes after fire. The alchemists, turning rust and radiation into philosophy. Each cult a different answer to the same question. What is this broken world becoming? Wyoming holds many secrets, some buried beneath the sagebrush. Old vaults, silent bunkers, deep machines waiting for instructions. Others lie above, satellites blinking awake, signals humming through static. And sometimes, something older than either. The wind passes through my spines. It carries stories. I've heard told Wyoming shouting into radios. I have heard Rusty Pete chasing conspiracies. I have heard Laura the Dweller whisper about things beneath the mountains. And somewhere far away, the last son of Adam gathers followers. The militant children search for something. They do not yet know what, but they will. Eventually all seekers find their destination. Sometimes it is salvation, sometimes it is the thing that ends them. Roots feel tremors long before storms, and I feel many tremors now. Wyoming is a crossroads of strange fates. Machines waking, stars watching, seeds growing, and somewhere beneath all of it, a door waits to be opened. The children of Adam believe they will find heaven, but old Cactus wisdom says, when you dig too eagerly in desert soil, you may discover something that was buried for a very good reason.
Winter again. Snow is a strange thing for a cactus. Quiet, patient. It blankets the land like old memories trying to sleep. Tonight it falls over Lander College, a place that used to teach young minds mathematics, medicine, and engineering. Now it teaches something else. Faith. Within those brick halls lives Mother Isolde, keeper of the Wyoming children of Adam. Her temple is wide and warm. Lecture halls turned into sanctuaries. Dormitories turned into pilgrim housing. The old gymnasium, now a cathedral of glowing barrels. Soft blue light fills the corridors. The faithful call it Adam's glow. But there is another presence there. One older than the sermons. One that arrived with the fog. The followers say the temple is blessed by two powers. Adam, the creator of infinite universes. And the fog mother, a wandering spirit of mist and radiation. She drifts through the Wyoming valleys, through Lander's broken streets, through cracked windows of the college halls. The children believe she protects their shrine. Personally, I believe fog simply enjoys visiting quiet places. Snow falls slowly, faith grows slowly, but belief, once rooted, is harder to pull than cactus. Inside the temple, pilgrims gather. Some glow faintly in the dim halls. Some carry Geiger counters like prayer beads. Others whisper the names of distant holy sites. The crater shrine, the glass salt forest obelisk, and the skeletal city of Cheyenne. Places where Adam's mysteries hung beneath the soil. Even the wanderer Laura, the dweller, once spoke of those stones. Her warnings drift like ghosts through Wasteland songs. Mother Isolde's followers are not like the new children marching through winter. They do not carry rifles to convert the world. They offer soup, raw tea, warm beds for travelers caught in snowstorms. Their belief is soft, patient, like snowfall, but the wind carries troubling news. Far away, another branch of Adam's faith grows. The militant children of Adam, followers of a prophet called the Last Son, they march through frozen lands with scripture and guns. And when they hear of Mother Isolde's temple, they will come. Not all sects disagree on how atoms should be worshipped. When two faiths share the same sun, one eventually casts the shadow. I have watched the temple for many seasons. Travelers come, travelers go. Songs drift through the radio waves. Even Toad, Wyoming's blast reach the old pampas sometimes. Pilgrims hum them while tending glowing gardens in the courtyard. It is peaceful, for now. Snow hides footprints, but when spring arrives, all paths are revealed, and I suspect mengab hives are slowly leading toward Mother Isolde's shrine.
Greetings again, traveler. Comannder Prickleton speaking, Cactus strategist, botanist by necessity. Tonight's meditation grows in a strange place, the salt glass forest. A forest where the trees do not sway. They rained. Long ago, before the war, before the bombs split the sky like overripe fruit, there were normal trees here. Aspen, cottonwood, quiet Wyoming forests. Then came the Great War, heat beyond comprehension, shockwaves, radiation. The trees melted, then hardened again into something new. Crystal trunk, salt glass bark, branches like frozen lightning. When the wind blows, the entire forest sings. But the forest is not the strangest thing here, no. That honor belongs to the obelisk. At the center of the salt glass forest stands an ancient pillar of unknown metal, 20 meters tall, half buried, covered in symbols that shift depending on who looks at them. Some say it is pre-war, some say it is alien. Others whisper it is older than both. I simply know this. Its signal travels through the soil, through the water table, through the roots. Roots listen, soil remembers, and beneath the salt glass forest, the ground hums with secrets. Strange plants grow near the obelisk. I call them Radroots. They glow faintly green beneath the dirt. Long vines that travel underground for miles. When they reach the surface, new plants bloom. Plants not recorded in any botanical guide, not even the bloom cult's strange seed catalog. There is the mirror cactus, which reflects moonlight like polished steel. The Geiger lily, which ticks softly when touched. And the hollow fern, whose leaves whisper radio static. Plants do not normally speak, yet here, they almost do. Many groups have come to study the obelisk. The Mothman Watchers claim it predicts future disasters. The alchemist circles believe it alters chemical reality. The fractured light cult calls it a seed of cosmic rebirth. And recently, scouts of the militant children of Adam have been spotted nearby, searching, meandering, listening. When too many seekers gather around one mystery, the mystery often awakens, sometimes on quiet nights. The obelisk hum changes frequency. Radios nearby crackle alive. Voices drift through the static. One night I heard the distant laughter of Toad, Wyoming. Another night, a whisper repeating numbers. Prime numbers, always primes, curious. The salt glass forest is beautiful, deadly, and patient, like a cactus. If the obelisk truly feeds the Radroots beneath Wyoming, then something deep underground is drinking from its signal, and whatever grows from that signal may soon reach the surface.
Welcome back, traveler. Comannder Prickleton reporting again. The snow melts. The Radroots spread. And tonight, we look upward, because the sky above Wyoming is far less empty than people think.
Before the Great War, humans filled the sky with machines, satellites, spy stations, orbital relays, weapons that never quite fired. When the bombs fell, most went silent, but not all. Some still drift overhead, old metal ghosts circling the planet, waiting for signals that never came.
Except, recently, some of them have started answering.
Radios across the wastes have picked up strange activity. Encrypted pulses, burst transmissions, short mechanical acknowledgements. Even Rusty Pete's conspiracy tower near Riverton caught a repeating signal bouncing off something in orbit. 3 bursts, pause. 2 bursts, pause. Babylon, Hannington machines never truly die. They simply wait for someone curious enough to press the right button. Across Wyoming, there are places where the sky feels attentive. Old radar dishes still turning, observation towers with broken lenses, pre-war listening stations buried under hills. The Wasteland calls them watcher sites. No one knows who built them all, but their antennas still move. And sometimes they move toward the same point in the sky. Scavengers speak of strange lights drifting over the plains, not vertibirds, not rockets, silent shapes. High above the clouds, the bloom cult says they're seed surveyors. The Mothman cultists claim they're omens. The fractured light believes they are celestial mirrors. Personally, I believe they are simply very patient robots. But the signals did not begin randomly. They started after several interesting events. First, the Chinese rocket fell between Riverton and Lander. Then,
The salt glass obelisk began humming louder than a strange comet appeared in the sky. Some call it the Comet of Cain, others call it a coincidence. Coincidences are suspicious creatures. When the ground hums and the sky answers, something in the middle is usually responsible. Several radio operators have reported hearing strange transmissions lately. Fragments of voices, synthetic, calm, analytical. Some believe one of them belongs to an AI known as Cold Haven. Others whisper of a network called the Watchers, machines that survive the war by simply observing it. Waiting, recording, learning. Cactus wisdom teaches patience. The desert has waited millions of years. The satellites above Wyoming have waited only 200, not very long at all. And if those machines are finally waking up, it means something down here has finally become interesting enough to watch again.
Good evening again, traveler. Comannder Prickleton speaking softly tonight, because the desert has grown quiet, and when the wasteland grows quiet, something is usually about to break. Long before the militant children marched into Wyoming, there were already followers of Adam here. Peaceful ones, strange ones, guided by Mother Isolde, whose shrine rests inside the old halls of Lander College. Her children speak gently, they tend gardens in irradiated soil. They pray beside glowing ponds. They believe autumn's glow is a blessing to live beside, not a weapon to spread. Their prayers are slow, their rituals quiet, their faith patient, like cactus roots in winter soil. But across the mountains, another voice rises, the militant children of Adam, followers the mysterious prophet called the last son of Adam. These children march instead of meditate. They carry rifles beside their scripture. They speak of the day of division as something that must be helped along. Two prophets, one glow, different interpretations. This rarely ends politely. Scouts report small encounters already. A missionary caravan turned away near Thermopolis. A shrine defaced along the Wind River. One of Isolde's acolytes returning with burns. Not from radiation, but from plasma fire. Still, no war. Just tension, like snow resting on a cliff edge. Other cults watch carefully. followers whisper that two glowing stars cannot share the same sky. The bloom cult continues, chasing their mysterious story dwones. The fractured light prepares rituals they refuse to explain. Even the wandering dwellers have begun noticing something shifting. The wasteland always senses pressure before the storm. But there is one detail that troubles me most. The militant children are not simply preaching, they are searching across the plains, through buried vaults into old military ruins. They carry maps marked with strange coordinates. Several of those coordinates lie disturbingly close to Wyoming's ancient obelisk sites, including the one beneath the salt glass forest. Faith can move mountains, but when faith begins digging beneath them, something buried may answer. Mother is old teaches patience. The last sun teaches destiny. The wasteland teaches something else entirely. That prophecy rarely survives contact with reality. For now, both prophets remain silent. Their followers gather, their prayers grow louder, and the quiet between them grows thinner every day. Like ice on a frozen river. Eventually, someone steps too hard. Traveler. You have stayed for the whole broadcast. That means you are either very patient or very lost. Comannder Prickleton speaking one last time for this winter cycle. The snow has deepened, the signals have grown louder, and the wasteland has begun to lean towards something inevitable.
The children of Adam march across Wyoming now. Caravans of glowing pilgrims, armed missionaries. Their banners carry the symbol of division. Their sermons speak of the coming day when every atom splits and every universe inside us is released. They call it salvation. Others call it the end.
The last son of Adam remains unseen, but his shadow grows longer. His followers claim he has touched the glow directly, that when he speaks, radiation itself bends to listen. Faith is a powerful fertilizer.
Meanwhile, in the quiet halls of the old Lander College, Mother Isolde continues her patient prayers. Her children of Adam do not march. They prepare, they reinforce their temple. They sing soft hymns to the fog, Mother, and the gentle glow. But even peaceful gardens must grow thorns when winter comes.
Two visions of Adam, one of harmony, one of division. When winter splits the atom, only one interpretation may remain standing.
Strange things ripple through Wyoming. The salt glass obelisk hums louder than ever before. Radroots spread beneath the soil like glowing veins. The satellites above the sagebrush begin transmitting again. Observation has become interest. The Mothman cultists report visions of winged shadows over Cheyenne. The Bloom cult celebrates new seeds falling from mysterious drones. The fractured light prepares mirrors and rituals beneath shattered glass towers. Each cult senses the same truth. Something buried under Wyoming is slowly waking.
Even the wanderers have begun noticing. The dwellers, the ghouls, the storytellers on the radio, and one very loud DJ who refuses to stop broadcasting. Yes. Even Toad Wyoming feels the storm coming, though he laughs about it.
Above the plains, the comet of Cain drifts silently, cold, patient. A glowing reminder that the heavens also enjoy dramatic timing. Some say the comet is merely ice and dust. Others say it is an omen. Cactus wisdom suggests sometimes an omen is simply a rock that arrived exactly when the story needed it. The winter grows colder, faith grows hotter, and somewhere between them, the atom waits to split. The Wasteland is a garden of strange ideas. Cults, machines, pulpits, obelisks. Every group believes they understand the future. But Cactus wisdom teaches something simpler. The desert does not choose sides. It simply survives whatever comes next. So rest well tonight, traveler. Because when spring arrives, Wyoming may no longer be the same wasteland you remember. And when the atom finally splits this winter, many new worlds may bloom from the fallout.